And it's spinning, of course. Yay,
Hello, we're live. Woo, woo, woo. How's it going?
pretty good. Pretty good. How are
How
you
was your
today?
day? Oh, my day was good. I went to the doctor.
Oh,
Not the doctor. I got an X-ray on my jaw because my jaw's
oh,
been
dentist.
hurting.
Yeah.
That's what
Actually,
I did.
the difference between when they're doing the X-rays these days is so different, and it's not. I don't even know if it's X-rays. They just have you put those things in there, but then when they take that thing of your mouth, they put that little flashy light bulb in there or whatever.
Hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about? And it goes boop 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 boop, and then
No.
you get a 3D. Maybe they don't do that up by you, but it's fantastic. Oh, Chew, hello, and
Hey.
Charlie, hello, and Anne.
Woohoo! Yay!
Hi. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
We were just talking about how we might just present to ourselves and everyone can watch later. And so it's really cool that we have a couple people here. That's really cool,
Yeah,
really fun.
that is
So
so
do
fun.
you, I can just talk about what we're gonna do today and while you get the videos up?
Okay. Hi,
Okay,
Juicy.
perfect.
Hello.
So today we're going to watch two videos from the Frank Divas,
Yeah.
high up paparazzi team, and we are going to listen to two of their videos and talk about it, and then we are going to look at Anne Marie's pictures of her bling shed, and she collected them into a nice album and it has her jewelry in it and it's going to be really fun. So we're going to learn how to build our paparazzi teams. And if you're not
Woo.
aware of what paparazzi is, they're an MLM that sells $5 jewelry.
Mm-hmm. That they
Ooh,
paid 50 cents for. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Am I a little sarcastic? Yes.
a little bit. That's okay. Okay, so do you want to get the video up?
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Am I sharing?
I don't see it yet.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm not sharing. There's that.
And
There it is.
the guy is so quiet and we already cranked it up. And so friends in the chat, if you like can't hear him, tell
Mhm.
us and we'll crank it even louder. But like if we crank it more than like when the women speak, it's gonna like deafen
Laugh.
us.
Exactly.
But
Oh
yeah,
my
just
goodness.
let us know. And hi
Oh my God.
McGuire Julie. Julie. Hi Julie. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
It's so nice to
Hello.
see you.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad people are here to say
I
hello.
know, it's
I
so
am.
cool.
Oh, but you
So
say paparazzi where they sell stuff? What? Oh, that you can find in Claire's. Yes. And other places. So definitely.
mhm.
Oh, that was such a disappointing thing to know. But it's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to begin or do you want to chat?
I think we're good. Do you have anything you want to add about your experiences in paparazzi before we jump in, or like your experience with this family? Like, did you ever meet them or
No, I
anything like
haven't.
that?
No,
Okay.
I used to watch them. There were several people that I used to watch a lot because actually in the beginning, I really liked the way they did their show and stuff. And she seemed so normal and nice and everything. So I was watching their shows and then some of their trainings. And like I said, a few other people's trainings. Um, we could watch them too and see, them eventually as well. Take notes, people. That's exactly what they always say. Make sure you take notes because they say such profound things. I was a note taker, sadly, but not anymore. Not with this stuff. But yeah, I did that because we were told to take notes and we thought we were really hearing something, and nah, not at all. So are we ready? Oh, I
I
can't wait. Your bling room. You have a large
yeah,
collection of vintage. Oh, Sarah
I
Coventry.
talked about our stream on my video yesterday, and I told everyone what our plan was. And so yeah, a few people
Oh,
said they were excited about it, and Charlie was one of them.
okay.
Lisa, woohoo!
Oh, Lisa, I'm saying hi, Heather. Lisa.
That's so funny. You're like, we've been chatting for a while. Why are you so excited? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Hey! We are so excited to be here today because guess what? We are about ready to take you on this journey of recruiting. Oh my goodness, it is going to be so fun. But with that being said, we have 7 steps for you. But just like before, having those training wheels,
One step at a time.
Exactly. So what's the first step?
First step is find. You got to find some people out there. So we want you to build a list. What is a list?
It's friends, family, people on social media. You need to just start thinking of that. And
we're going to give you more training on that in just a few minutes.
So first off, volume, friends, can we hear it? Second off, what is your experience? Sorry, what is your experience? Oh my God. Building a list. Were you told to build a list? If so, who was on your list?
Oh my gosh.
How big was your list?
Past friends and family, and then people that I met before. You can easily get to 100 people. I mean, it's really not that difficult, but you really don't want to. You know, because way back when is when I started doing that. And of course, my list got bigger as I met more people in my life. But every single one of them tells you to make a list first, because your family and your friends are going to want to help support you. So definitely ask them, you know, ask someone if they want to do a launch party for you and all this stuff. And I've done all that too. And that never went well. It was usually just, you don't want to be on one of those lists. No, you don't. You're right. I don't even want to be on them anymore either. They are sickeningly sweet. Yes, I agree. I was just reading from the this down here, the sickening sweet. That is so true, and not to be on one of those lists. But yeah, every single one of them tells you to do that, and you know, make a list again. And then you start going into like the PTA and you know the teachers, and you know if you know any nurses, and you know wherever you go, it's like you're supposed to talk to everybody that you meet.
A long time ago, I did Beachbody videos, and there was one where the acronym that they used was Frank. And so if you need to think of who you want to invite, you start with friends, and then relatives, and then acquaintances, and then neighbors, and then kids. But then of course you can't ask kids to join. But if you have kids, then it's like the parents of your kids' friends.
Yeah,
and exactly. That's how you think of people to invite. You just remember the Frank acronym.
Yeah, and we were even told in multiple of them too, is that you make up, you know, like for Halloween when the kids come trick-or-treating, you know, have something in there and give away your little blessings, you know, with the kids to give to their parents. And I never did that. I couldn't do it because in my opinion, that is not what Halloween is for. I mean, Halloween is just, you know, for kids collecting candy and having a good time and stuff. And that's kind of, I don't know. I think it's just terrible to do that, especially, you know, since you know darn well why that's in there. And so do the parents. It's like, you're soliciting me, giving my kids, you know, this stuff when they're supposed to just go out for candy. And yeah, I didn't care for that. I never did that. I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
That's a good point. Halloween's about kids. It's not supposed to be about our jobs.
Yeah.
About our sales company or sales position. It's supposed to be about kids being kids and getting candy.
Yeah, and some of the moms, if they're mad enough, they'll call you and they'll swear at you. Because I've heard that happen to some people too, where the moms would call and say, "What the heck are you doing?" So it's not worth it at all. But no, I couldn't bring myself to do it anyway because I thought it was it's tacky, definitely tacky. So
did you see Charlie's comment just a second ago?
Let's see. I imagine going, oof, is the camera off already? So I don't have to act so sweet. Yes. Which one? Let's see.
638. Keep going down. Taylor Kirby said he's trying to recruit the people who work the drive-thrus, get them as soon as they turn 18, is what Charlie said.
Yes, I saw that video, and that was after everything started, you know, plummeting, you know, after the convention. Then he was bringing that up, and just like all the tactics to, you know, to get everybody through the drive-thru, really. But you're always supposed to carry something with you because you never know who's going to want something, and you can give them a free gift. And
so gross. I hate that. Hi.
Say hi, Heather.
Hi, nice to see you again. What are you doing?
I'm just playing my iPad.
How fun. Yay.
Yeah, she was just talking to her mommy.
My mom just hung up.
Yeah, but she'll talk to her again later. We already did our bath and everything, so she's all set to go for the night.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I told her I was going to be doing this evening, so she's just going to sit here with me and play on her iPad and do whatever.
Nice.
So, yes, and this Kirby guy, exactly. That's where we left off. Got it. What was that? And couldn't pronounce elocution coach.
Okay, is this the video? There's a comment above. Is that the video? The person listed a bunch of jobs and couldn't pronounce elocution coach. I don't know what you mean, Julie. Can you explain your question a little bit more?
Elocution
I may
coach.
have missed something.
You know what? I wish I knew what that word meant. I'm going to look it up really fast here because I don't know what it is. Elocution coach. Oh, lessons, public speaking, and what's the definition? I can't see the definition of it. Lessons focus on speech improvement, public growth, and/or accent softening. Okay, so it's the way everything is spoken. Got it. And to teach you.
Oh, and then Julie said there's a video where they went over Frank, and then she listed a whole bunch of jobs, and that was the video. Oh, interesting. And then hi, Lori. Lori's here. Yay!
Hi.
That's so awesome.
This lady, she had a video about all kinds of jobs or things that you're supposed to talk to people at these jobs. Is that what she means? That would be something, because I haven't seen that video if she has that. Wow.
And hi, Red Wing.
Hello. Yes,
So
Red
many
Wing.
friends. I love this.
Yeah, this is fun. I love it.
Yeah,
I love doing this. Yeah,
so
imagine
chill, so relaxing.
All your $5 jewelry, and they do tell you to take it on the holidays, like we heard the other day. Oh, take your stuff with you for family gatherings and everything. Anyway, nobody's going to want to see you anymore. You know,
Exactly.
if you start doing that, they're going to be like, oh, she's here again peddling, you know, kind of a thing. So definitely.
Right.
No
thanks.
Nope, definitely not. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, let's hit it. Oh, what did I do?
Okay. I think we're like 45 seconds. You're okay. You just went back to the beginning by accident.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we were like 45 seconds ish. So yeah.
Oh, the number one.
Find some people out there.
There we go.
So we want you to build a list. What is a list?
It's friends, family, people on social media. You need to just start thinking of that. And
we're going to give you more training on that in just a few minutes. But constantly build, constantly. Think about that every day.
Your list is going to be ever expanding. And so it doesn't matter if it's with this business, any business that you do, you're going to have a list. You're going to want to build on it. You're going to want to expand. So example, like if you had a restaurant and well,
how do I know?
Yeah, no one's going to know that you have a restaurant. So you need to have a list so you have people to contact. And this is helpful as you add customers, you get new team members, as you talk about different things to help people out that need gifts. This is something that will help you very much in your business.
Okay, my mom and my sister talked about.
We gotta make sure he's loud enough. But
yeah, we can blast him. So they're not wrong that if you are a business owner, you do need to have contacts. Like you need people to know about your restaurant if you want people to come eat at said restaurant. But it's different. Like if my family and my friends come to my coffee shop, they're not going to be hurt financially by going, other than just buying a coffee and like a pastry. So, comparing a restaurant list to an MLM list, it's not the same thing, and you can't compare it because one's a predatory list and the other is a business list.
Yeah, they're two totally different things. They really are, because you can't even compare MLMs to restaurants or beauty salons and other things like that. It is totally not in the same category at all, because you're not trying to pounce people all the time. You advertise and market like you're supposed to, and then people will come to you. You don't have to beg people to come to you.
Exactly.
So it is nothing like a restaurant.
And they're just trying to normalize it. They're just trying to say, look, in this industry, you also have to have a list too. So it's fine. It's the same as the restaurant industry, right?
Yeah. And then what I've heard through all of them as well is that, well, if you're doing this, then, okay, if you love to party light, if whatever it is, the MLM, all you're doing is like when you go shopping and you buy something, you're telling everybody where you got it because they want to know where you got it. So you're already advertising for free. So why not get paid for it? You don't get paid for it regardless in an MLM.
No,
I know for sure.
And we don't get paid. We don't get paid for advertising. They always say like, oh, you get paid for wearing cute jewelry and and sharing your passion about it with your friends and family. It's like, no, if we were influencers who got paid brand deals, maybe, right? And we took pictures of ourselves with a nice bracelet for our Instagram with 10,000 followers, sure, we'd get paid for just wearing the jewelry. But your average person is not getting paid for just wearing the jewelry.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. My mom used to have a friend who sold Avon. God forbid my mom tried to do stuff with her. Oh yeah, the Avon thing. That's another story. And she
Yeah.
always brought the stupid catalog with her. Yes. Do you know how expensive those catalogs were? They're terribly expensive, and they call them campaigns with the Avon thing, and you have to buy them like every 6 weeks or something like that. It's just ridiculous.
Really? Wow.
I'm way behind here. My mom
It's okay.
of it and stopped hanging out with her. Exactly. Nobody wants to be around you at all. Not at all. Was the one who said she was done talking about the yes. That is her. I saw that video too, and I think Mac is the one that had it to where she was just like yelling at everybody.
Wow.
And saying how much she was done with it all. No, I know you didn't, sweetie. She was done with everybody, and she like hand holding and all this other stuff. She was nasty about it. I was kind of surprised. She was so nasty. She really was. She was. The look on her face, she was ticked. Definitely. On a Zoom call can bring your true self. Yeah.
When you think no one's watching, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, because it was a Zoom call. She just thought it was to her team, so she could be that way. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, but didn't make the connection. Yeah, it's definitely her. It is the same one. Being okay. I can't imagine listening to that and actually staying on the call. They did. And they definitely did. The samples. Yeah, I agree. The Avon samples are really cool, but you got to pay for all that too. It's just crazy. Get the
really?
on her. Yeah, but then it started to get annoying. Exactly. It does. Totally. Boy. So we all set?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what little boy here has to say.
And did you turn him up?
I will. Oh, wait. Let me make sure he's awake. I mean, he's up. Oh, my gosh. Okay, I'm going to turn it way up now because he has to be on 70.
He freaking whispers.
Mm-hmm.
He whispers. Okay, let's see.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Building the list and the importance of that. And again, it doesn't matter what type of business you're in, e-commerce, a restaurant, a store. Why do you think they get those coupons in the mail? Like even on your emails, they have a list that they send to you, promotions. I mean, Black Friday stuff, they send you things to try and bring you in from that list. People buy lists from other companies, so they have more people to push to. Okay. So whenever you're building this list, we're going to start with your friends and family. We're going to find ways of how to find more people that you don't even know on social media. So we're going to get into a little bit of a marketing terms of the hot, cold, and warm market. Okay. So with these terms, they're basically simply put the level of hotness, the level of interest that you have that a customer or someone has in your business, whether it's with selling like your customers or potential people that you want to sign up. Okay. So a hot person is very, very obviously with the word very interested in your business and is ready to sign up right now. A warm person has heard about you and knows about you, maybe has been on a couple lives with you, maybe has heard about you, heard about your stories, know that you signed up, but they're not quite ready. They need a little bit more education, a little bit know more about the business in order to make that decision. And cold people, they have no idea about you or they have no interest with what you do, and you have to educate them in order to warm them up to be able to know about the opportunity. Okay, so we're going to be talking about these concepts.
Hello, PH actress. It's nice to see you. Sorry, I'm listening to him and there's like bugs fighting right out the window. I'm like watching the big bugs. Yeah, so it's interesting his definition of warm or hot, warm, and cold market, because like Fraser Brooks would say that your hot market, like they would define it as like that's your family. That's like your mom, your dad, your spouse. Your warm market is like your friends, or like your old high school classmates that you still have on Facebook. And then cold market is like people that you never met before. And so I don't think I've heard, like, have you heard those definitions in the sense of like the level of interest? I don't think I've heard that before. I've heard it as like your connection to the person, not their level of interest.
That the way he put it makes it sound better. but it still all means the same thing because they do the hot, warm, and the cold. And of course, the cold is cold calling and all that. And
Yeah.
that was a massacre too to do that. But the hot people are, well, I should write a book. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the hot market is like somebody who really wants to. I was probably always a hot person with all of this because I'm a big dreamer and all that other stuff too. So I just really kind of thought that, oh my gosh, this would be so nice. And yeah, I do talk to people already, and all these years anyhow. So I was an easy target, I guess. I just really was. So there you go. And then the warm market, like he is saying, is like your friends, relatives, and people that you already know. So the ones who are the hot ones are the ones who are just like so excited you want to grab them right away. Even if they're not ready to sign up, but they're just like so darned excited about it that you could probably easily sway them to sign up if you wanted to. And then of course, cold is cold. We all know that one. But even what she was saying before he came on is that you have to build it every single day. You have to be so consistent with building people up every single day, on your list. How exhausting it is. It is very exhausting that you have to constantly try and think of people that would do it without being, I guess, not needy, but clingy and desperate. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, definitely. So
let's let him finish and then, oh, yeah, lots of comments.
Yeah, so let him finish and then do the rest of the comments, or do that first?
Yeah, let's let him finish because there's like 30 seconds left.
It's a little bit more briefly, but we wanted to know that even though you have friends and family and social media friends and family on this list, there's different categories that we're going to split these people up into to know which people we want to present and talk to first, which we want to hit this core rank easily, right? We want to get there easily together. So knowing which people are which categories and how to talk to them and how to invite them that way. Okay? We're excited to be on this journey together with you. And remember, love your life.
I don't like the idea of categorizing people too. I remember in an old Beachbody video, they told us to make a dirt list. So in this definition, it would be like your hot market people, right? People who would buy dirt from you. And I just couldn't help thinking like, imagine putting your mother on something called the dirt list.
So that's meaning that you could sell an Eskimo ice or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a terrible thing to call it.
Yeah.
Wow. Exactly. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, the dirt list. Can you imagine that? Or like your daughter, putting your daughter on something called the dirt list. And it's just so exhausting. Like you don't not only make the list, but then you're constantly adding to it, like you said.
Yeah. And in Mary Kay, they would always say, you don't have to educate anyone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're always saying, oh, education. And, once you know more, it's just obviously a ploy. What was I saying about Mary Kay? Oh, well, anyhow, I can't remember what it was to put. Yeah. Where you have people coming in and people going out. What they were always teaching us is that, well, that's just the way it works. It's all about numbers. And the ones that go down the drain, because they would relate it to a bathtub, that you're filling it up with bubbles and, stuff like that. And then all the people who are just, not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or they're not going to be in your team, you let all them go down the drain, because the ones that stay are the ones that are going to be really good for you. So always, don't even worry about the ones that go down the drain.
Yeah.
So that made sense back then, but it's kind of like, well, that's rude too. That you're just letting somebody go down the drain. I don't know. I didn't care for that either. Avon way back was good. Yeah, when I was in high school, so like in the 80s, it was really good. I agree. It was. They had such cute little jewelry back then and everything.
Really?
Before they that way, when someone would just leave a catalog and never bother you. Yeah, you could just leave your catalogs anywhere. And I don't even know if you can do that these days. But yeah, you would just leave a catalog somewhere. And if somebody was interested, which a lot of people were interested in Avon because it was extremely reasonable. And it's really pretty good stuff. So anything beyond that, but yeah, people would contact you. And I liked that as well. Let's see. But how many hot people are there really?
Right.
There's just not. There is just not. You'd be better creating your own jewelry and selling it. That's right. You get all the profit. And when I was doing, well, you'll see in some of the pictures with the trade days show, it's kind of like anyway, you'll see, it's kind of like a bunch of people that come and sell stuff. It's like a giant craft fair, only it's supposed to be all homemade stuff, but they used to let the MLMs in anyway. And, that kind of, does that down to it. But a lot of people that were coming up to me to buy, they were asking, oh, do you make your own jewelry? And I was like, I can hold on, Britt. I'm sorry. You can go in there. It's fine.
There's diarrhea.
Oh yeah, go into my bathroom. Turn on all the lights, okay?
Why is the thing?
Because it needs to be flushed. But yeah, go to the one that.
Why does it have diarrhea in it? Did you have it? Or
Do you want to go in and help her? And then I can just hang
She
out for a second?
She just needs to go to the bathroom.
Can you help me?
You want me to come with you to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Is that okay? And then I'll finish. I'll just mute myself, but I'll be right back.
Of
Sorry.
course. I'll go through comments. Okay, friends. So I'm on like a guest on Anne Marie's stream, so I can't highlight any of the comments, but I'm going to go through all the stuff that you guys are saying. So Red Wing said here, shouldn't he be wearing blingy chains and rings? Aren't we supposed to be a product of the product? Like, it's so interesting to me how like he's not wearing any jewelry, he's not wearing any rings, and somehow he's able to be like a top seller in Paparazzi, even though he's not showcasing the products, right? PH Actress said, Avon used to be a normal business that started over 100 years ago when door-to-door selling was commonplace. It only turned MLM sometime in 2005 and 2006. Interesting. I'm curious as to how Avon is doing as an MLM, Charlie said. Yeah. Monica said, I can love my life without joining an MLM. Thank you very much. Exactly. And Lori asked, what is a dirt list? Julie said, people who would buy dirt from you. Yeah, just like someone who you don't really need to sell to. Like, they will just, like, you say, hey, I have this product and I want you to buy it. And they just they'll buy anything from you. It doesn't matter what it is. They're just going to automatically support you. And then Lori said, thanks, Julie. Charlie said, Avon did have nice jewelry. Exactly. And of course, there is a dirt MLM now / again. Yeah, I saw that. So while Anne Marie is off, I'm going to see if, I don't know if I'll be able to get the video up so we can start it. We'll see, because Anne Marie is sharing her screen right now, but we can try, right? Let's try. Pause. I don't know if it will work. I don't know if it's worth me doing it or not. We could just wait. Okay. Oh, she's back anyways. Yay. You're muted, Anne Marie.
I'm muted. Oh my gosh.
I went through all the comments.
Okay, so where are we? Oh, yeah, you do better creating your own jewelry. Absolutely. And they don't allow you to do that either. Paparazzi won't allow you to sell anything else. You can't be involved in anything else. You can only do paparazzi. You can't do Tupperware and everything all at the same time. Really
I went through all the comments already.
How did you do that?
I just went through them and yapped for a few minutes. I didn't click on any of them, but I just said, like, Lori said this. Charlie said this.
Oh, so you could see them all too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I went through that, and then I was going to see if I could get the video up, but you got back. So we can go to the next one.
I'll put it up right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is done.
Yeah. And so we just did number 5, and so we're going to go to number 6 now.
Buddy, I have nothing. This dog. Oh, let me turn this up.
Okay.
Is it playing?
We're gonna get
Oh,
into
can we
three
put
methods
pause?
of how to
We need closed captioning.
Oh, it's not on again.
Yeah, and in case the puppy's a bit loud, can we
I'm gonna go
blast
get
him
him
a bit
treat.
more?
Yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'll mute myself too. But I'm gonna go give him a treat so he shuts up.
Okay, sounds good.
Should I just start playing this
Sure,
guy then?
let's start playing it. That's a good idea.
Okay, and I'll turn this up and I'll mute myself. So I'll make this 70 where he was. I'm got babies everywhere here. Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're going to get into the 3 methods of how to find people. Okay, so the first one I'm going to get into is your circles of influence. It's kind of the people around you. It's kind of like your friends, your family, even your like friends and family on Facebook. Okay, so we've got a memory jogger exercise that we're going to get into in the next video about how to just start building that list. In the last video, we talked about the importance of building the list. we're going to tell you the how and like really get into that list and really focus on everybody and anybody. So the first level, a little layer around you is kind of like these little orbits around you. The really close one is your friends and family. And the next one around them is the people that they know. Okay. So it's kind of like your friends and family, like you're going to maybe a friend's house and you're talking about the business. And then you ask them if they know anybody that might be interested. That's someone you don't know, but through your friends, you know somebody. So you start adding to this list, and that's your kind of circles of influence, the first one and then the second one. Okay. So something we want to talk about is as we get into the friends and family.
What about the people who don't have friends and family? Like, I'm sure, I feel like most of us have had a time in our lives where we didn't have that many connections. Like, if you're brand new to a new city, maybe you just moved jobs and you lost touch with all your old work friends, right? Maybe you are experiencing mental health issues and you're really struggling to connect with people and to actually get out of your house. Not everyone has friends. And so I don't like the assumption that, like, oh, well, we all know somebody. We all know someone, just ask the people you know. It's like, no, we don't all know people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know?
that's very true.
And it's going to put such a strain on your relationships too, because like every time you go visit your cousin or your grandma, it's like they know that you're just going to be pitching paparazzi constantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not going to want to listen to you at all.
Yeah, I can barely hear him. I hope the guys, everyone in the chat, if you guys can hear, that's the important part. And I'll just read the closed captioning.
I made him 80, so we'll see.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear him pretty well?
I can only because I can read the words and see his face, but I'm right here. But is everybody else, I hope, can hear him.
Yeah. At least the closed captioning is accurate, though.
Yeah. Y'all set?
Yes.
I'm gonna be real with you, if that's cool. That guess what? The MLM thing is to have to sign up all your friends and family. We get it, okay? And we have a really cool approach to be able to know how to talk to them. That it's not pushy, it's not salesy, and it's not like you're kind of that one person that's trying to sign people up. And even me right now, like it's been a big thing for me to be able to say that I sell jewelry or I'm doing this with my mom and my sister. But as we found this approach that we're doing right now, oh my gosh, it is just like, it's so relieving. There's way less pressure just to be able to openly talk about this stuff and not feel like, hey, like you gotta sign me up. I'm your friend and family. You're the one person. I promise you, just stick with us. We have a really cool approach. We even have a really cool scripting app and scripting that we can go through with you. That's going to be way easier to be able to talk to your friends and family about this type of stuff.
Like Robbie told you, I know what it feels like. I know how scary.
It's salesy. You're selling jewelry or you're selling an opportunity.
Right.
There's no way to do it without being salesy.
Right. And it's always about the opportunity. That's what they do. It's always about the opportunity. So, and we were so lonely growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
that happens. Like, I'm
does.
sorry to hear that, but that's like a really like a potentially common experience for people, right? Like a lot of people just don't have connections,
right?
Unfortunately, especially like during COVID. I feel like a lot of people probably like their connections, their friendships suffer during COVID, and they might not have as big of a network. And a lot of people join these companies for friends.
Mm-hmm. And they're only your friends as long as you're in it.
Yeah.
We all know firsthand who's ever been involved in an MLM. They don't speak to you no more. They just jump. They block you and get rid of you and everything. Realtors.
And how sad.
Yeah, it is. They're telling you a lie right up front. They'll never stay your friend if you leave. How much money do they expect family to spend? Exactly. They might support you once or twice, but how much jewelry do you expect them to buy? Jewelry is not something I buy frequently. Yes, that's the hardest. That's hard too. Do that because how many pieces of jewelry can you possibly own? The costume jewelry. Well, they tell you, well, if you have too much, if somebody buys too much, they can even, if they donate it and stuff, it's not going to matter because it's only $5. And so they kind of give you an excuse that way as to how and why it's okay for everybody to buy so much. But you can go broke pretty quickly if you're buying all that jewelry.
And something else with supporting your friends and family in an MLM, if you are like, of course I'll support you, and then a bunch of their friends are supporting them just because they feel like they need to, you might make a good amount of money from sales in your first month, But then once you burn through the people who are willing to buy shitty jewelry for you, then you're probably going to be like, oh, it's actually hard to sell this.
Yeah.
Right?
It gets hard. It sure does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. How can you expect every person at your job to buy jewelry every day, especially if he won't model how men can wear it?
Exactly.
They only have a few items that are for men, and that's very, very recent. That they started that when I was on my way going out to have men's jewelry, because some men were actually asking what we're told, but who knows? You never know if they were, they weren't. Yeah, you have to sign people up. There's no way around it. No way around it. And I wish this would show up on here. Some of the YouTube,
Exactly.
I'm so mad because some of the YouTube things are so cute and we can't see them. We only can read them.
Oh, Julie, I moved to the opposite side of the country in 2017, and for like my first full year, I barely had any connections in my city. So like my connections would have been like my parents and like a few old friends that were on like the other end of the country, but like I didn't have a huge network.
Yeah. And you don't when you move, for sure.
Of course.
The love bombing worked on them tenfold. I was gonna say the Amway people, because that makes total sense, because they go after the couples. Then they become estranged from family due to Amway. Oh, well, that's sad too. But
It is.
that's what these do. They break up families and everybody, and
Mm-hmm.
that's terrible. Yeah, Lori, that's $5 here and there, but it can add up quick, especially if you buy a lot. And some ladies actually do buy a lot.
Exactly.
That floors me, but they do. You know what? I can't even say no to that, because people take jewelry on planes and pitch their seatmates. That would be awkward, but they'll do it. I cannot even think that they wouldn't. That makes total sense.
Total
Sense. Thank you, Lori. And a Mary Kay rep tried to talk to me. Oh, see, they do it. It doesn't matter what they're in. Yeah, exactly.
You can't escape.
Yes. Yes.
I agree, Lisa. I would rather spend like $80 or $100 on like beautiful piece of jewelry that's actually made properly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from an actual business, not an MLM.
Yeah, and I don't have my earrings in today, but yeah, you're right. My mom, she always had, she had a few pieces of jewelry, just, a few earrings, and then of course her wedding rings. But she didn't own a lot of jewelry either, because she just bought a few pairs of earrings that she loved. And since they were real, she could wear them anytime and all the time. It was
exactly.
Having real jewelry is much better.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okie doke.
Here it is to go and say, hey, Mom, I'm selling this $5 jewelry. Come and join me. That's not fun. It was so much more comfortable because I had Brittany there with me, but to walk out and talk to other people.
And sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm going to be pushier, this, that. That's not what it is. We have this figured out. And so it's going to make life so much easier for you. So with that being said, the second method for finding is face-to-face.
What is face-to-face?
Exactly. So
that's
not it. What it is you guys, you are a walking billboard. So anywhere you go, you wear the jewelry. I can't tell you how many times I've been out and about, and if I have my hair back in a ponytail, or if I'm out on vacation and I just have some fun earrings in, or just a fun necklace, people comment. They give me compliments on that all the time, and that is the conversation opener.
Don't just wear. I mean, if you only wear little studs, that's great. Pull your hair back so they can see them. Wear a hair clip. I'm 65 years old, but they comment on that. That's an opener.
Yeah, and just by you opening your mouth, where sometimes, again, like my mom said, it can be scary, but just start up conversations with people. Give them a compliment. And just by that will
Tell us about Disneyland.
Oh, my goodness. So I was out of town. I was up getting food for my kids, and
I hate the compliment someone with an ulterior motive thing. Because if someone's struggling a little bit mentally and they get a nice compliment from someone out in the street, that might like really help them have a nicer day. And then they'll quickly realize that it was fake. And that like the person didn't actually care, or they just made up the compliment.
And
I don't like that.
It's devastating to people. Like with the Amway couple that we thought we were making new friends. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. It really felt horrible.
Mm-hmm.
He's in grad school. The kids are finishing high school. You have Zoom cocktail hours.
Aw,
That's a fun idea.
that's so nice. I
Thank
love
you,
that.
Bling. My little light bulb just went off.
That's so cute.
That's a great
And then
idea.
I don't like the idea of being like a billboard too,
Mm-mm.
because you're buying your products yourself to
Mhm.
sell and also to wear. And they're making it seem like all you have to do is just wear the jewelry, and then people will be like, "Oh my God, tell me, where did you get this? Tell me, I need it right now." They're trying to make it seem like just leave your house, wear your hair in a certain way, and then people will buy it from you.
Yeah, I had a couple of what do they call them? Bling bags or whatever you want to call them, and they're the ones that have all of the plastic that you could see through them, kind of like some of the grandmas have the plastic with their grandkids' pictures in there and stuff. So they sold a couple of bling bags, and I do have them over there. So yeah, and they tell you to put all your jewelry in there, and when you're going shopping, you can make money while you're shopping because someone's going to want to buy something off of you. Well, I
Mhm.
never even put the stupid thing together. I wanted to, but I just kind of felt weird doing it, so I never did it. I
I
don't
hate
know.
that.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been involved in any of these because I didn't like all the tactics to do any of that stuff, and I just thought it would be, for fun, and
Yeah.
it's not. You saw an all Mary Kay flights. I was like, she saw a Mary Kay fight. Wait, oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's true. Well, years ago, I came to Dallas back then too, but cute fakey vibe, culty fakey vibe. I think I need new glasses. I feel they are pretending to be nice. They are. These two definitely are. With the sun, you can't really tell, but with these two, yes, they definitely are fake and be as fake as they are. Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
I'm way behind here, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And if you're like wanting to catch up when you play the video, you can just like highlight them on the screen too.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
so don't stress too much. Do your
Okay.
best.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Disney World.
He's not out of town. He's
And-
Disney World.
So much fun. And I just start talking I was buying food and I was at the register and I start talking about, we just are randomly talking about where we live and where we're from. And then it just came out about what I do. And I just opened my mouth. Well, this girl she was looking for a business. She wanted to make extra money on the side. And so I told her about it. She ended up joining. So you never know, but if you don't open your mouth and talk about it, that person may end up finding the opportunity somewhere else. What happened with you?
Anywhere you go, I was at the hairdresser. I went because, I need to get my hair blonde again. And I have been to this same hairdresser month after month after month to become blonde again. And the girl sitting next to me had this lady that came in that I had seen before. So after I'm through and we're getting ready to leave and she's picking up her purse and leaving, she was standing there. She had this cute little vest on. And I said, "Oh, hi, you look so cute. I love your vest." And she goes, "Oh, thank you." And that's all it was. It was just thank you. Well, then the next weekend I had a trade show, and she came in. Well, I had asked Lindsay, the girl that was sitting next to us, what her name was. And she told me it was Susan. So this girl came in and she said, and I saw her and I said, "You go to the same hair salon I do. Is that right?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "I saw you there." And she goes, "Oh my gosh, that's right." And we start talking. And I want you to know,
You formed a connection.
We formed that connection.
And that's what's huge is just by paying a compliment, you never know. And you're adding to that list. Those people are going to come back to you. People will buy and do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So this is why it's huge just to open your mouth and talk.
We have a script for you. We're going to tell you that in just a minute.
Isn't that so cool? By just opening your mouth, what can happen?
There's a good question for you here. I think it was from Charlie. Anne-Marie, how many people actually stopped and asked to buy your jewelry?
Oh, none.
Did you wear your jewelry out and about too?
Only sometimes. I didn't
Okay.
really wear it all the time, but even when I was selling the jewelry at the trade shows and stuff, I didn't even have a chance to put any of it on, but it didn't really matter. But when I was wearing it, nobody ever asked me, "Oh, where did you get that?" Nobody ever did that to me. Yeah. There was a lady, this was again a Mary Kay thing. They were trying to, say how you're out and about with people and you talk, chit chat and whatnot. And she told us, oh yeah, I was in Florida and I was walking, we just left whatever store it was. I don't know what she said. And she said, you must always carry something in your car because Gloria Estefan stopped me. And she wanted to know what kind of lipstick I was wearing. And I'm thinking, we were like, oh
Yeah,
my
right.
God. Yeah, and she's like, and you know what? She bought a couple lipsticks from me right out of my trunk. I can't imagine that happening, now that I'm, sane. But back then, yeah, when she was telling us that Gloria Estefan purchased from her, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. And then someone said something about how she kind of like whispered that she bought a lot of jewelry, and I wonder if she's ashamed of the tactic because like she gave someone a compliment that seems innocent, that seems kind-hearted for the purpose of hopefully joining her team, but at least buying jewelry so she can eventually join the team.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, you can't even enjoy your Disney vacation. Yeah. That's very true.
In our Amway videos on my channel, they tell us like prospect when you're at like a store, when you're out with your kids. Use your kids to go talk to people.
Yeah, they will.
Kids are cute and they're like a good conversation starter, right?
Yeah, go to the park, see the other moms, join the moms groups, and like in the hospital, talk to the nurses, and all that. It's
so gross. Everyone's a dollar sign.
Yeah, and if you're at the hospital, obviously you're there to visit someone who's sick, and you're worried about them. You're not worried about selling something to people around you. So it's
exactly.
Yeah, open your mouth. Sure. That didn't happen. She's right with Gloria Estefan.
I bet, yeah. And then PH Actress, that story is hilariously fake. Yeah, we have to, I often say, like, assuming the story is true, it's terrible. Because, like, I feel like people in MLMs may be encouraged to fudge the truth a little bit. Is that your experience?
Yeah, they do. They do, because I was really listening. I keep saying Mary Kay because I was actually to a lot of the things because I was really all in on that. For Paparazzi, we just had the the convention and then the thing in January to keep you all excited for the rest of the year. So with Paparazzi, there really wasn't anything like that. But with Mary Kay, there was. And as time was going on, I could. Sweetie, can you turn that down just a tad?
It's okay. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So with the Mary Kay, when she was telling her story over and over and over again, and in these different places, I started watching her husband too. And I didn't really care for his look either because I was watching how they interacted. And that's how I was starting to figure that part out too. It's like, oh my gosh, these two just do this. And it's obvious that it's all to, make it the money. And it really got me kind of mad because you could see it in their faces that they were just kind of looking at each other like, oh, see, I got them, and stuff like that. I could see it because I was watching for it, I guess.
Yeah. And then can I read a PH Actress comment? We were absolutely used to start combos sometimes by my dad making fun of us to make the prospect laugh. If my dad couldn't get a number, he'd be angry or depressed.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine, especially yeah. Yeah,
you're just a little kid and you don't really understand, right? You're like, what's going on?
No.
Yeah.
And this is true too. They're not going to buy a melted lipstick from the trunk of your car in Florida yet and let it be a celebrity. That ain't happening.
No.
It can't. It can't. And this too, who's going to give your phone number to a stranger?
We need to be safe. Be safe.
Yeah.
Don't give your phone number out. If you feel awkward and you don't want to cause a scene, give them a fake number.
Yeah, or an old number that you remember that you had a long time ago, and they're going to say, "Oh, no, very wrong number," so it's not going to matter there. But
just to get like an easy escape from the situation, be like 429-8862, and then leave.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Either finding a new customer or finding a potential person to sign up for your team. I've had similar experiences where I was in Orlando at a business conference and I was hanging out with some friends' family, and the dad said, "Hey, my daughter is looking for a jewelry business to do. You sell jewelry?" And so I started talking about her, and she didn't end up signing up. I mean, they don't all sign up, but guess what? I found somebody just by talking about the opportunity and just talking about this idea that I sell jewelry. And guess what? I was able to find somebody that I can follow up with later. So the third method we're going to get into is social media. And again, something along these lines is you have friends and family on social media, but when we say the third method of social media, it's talking and finding people that you don't know yet on social media. And if you really want your business to explode and find people really well, this is what you want to focus on, okay? So we have scripting for each one of these methods, especially this one of how to go in and find people this way. And these people can, again, finding doesn't all just have to deal with potential people, but also customers as well when you sell. We all want more sales. We always want more customers, right? But eventually we can turn these customers into potentials or straight into a potential or a new sign up, okay? So again, as long as you're being consistent and finding and methods of how to find them, we're going to be getting into those methods of how to find these people on social media that you don't know yet, okay? So we're super excited to be able to talk about these 3 methods, and these next couple videos, we're going to be talking about the how of how to find, how to build a list, how to do Facebook to face, and how to find people on social media, and we're going to get you finding a bunch of people. So we love you so much, and remember, love your life.
Hi, Trey. Nice to see you. And I just see Paige Actress here. I hate how they pretend that they meet tons of eager people just dying for the opportunity. We know that most people avoid Huns. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Exactly
great
right.
point. I love that point. Yeah, and it's so, I'm just going to yap for a second. And then do you want to get up your pictures while I yap, if that's okay? Perfect. Okay, so it's so insincere. So not only are we like talking to people and complimenting them for the purpose of us like getting them into our team, we are also using a script, right? So we're not even having actual conversations. We're using like a pre-made conversation. So there's no level of sincerity at all. Did you have scripts?
Oh my gosh, papers of them. Yeah, they would give you a whole wad of them most of the time. And then when everything really kind of went digital, they would just send you PDFs of all this stuff so that you knew what to say. But it was always like in a little booklet or, a loose leaf, loose leaf paper. Oh my gosh, I haven't said that in years. I remember in grade school, take out your loose leaf paper. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that we always did. We always had scripts, and they had little booklets, like I said, too. And yeah, their stories are fake. Yeah, exactly. And they do. They sound very fake.
Yes.
But all of them, all 3 of them, especially the mom.
Yep.
The mom is the worst one out of all of them.
I think the son seems the most sincere out of the 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that too, because
Yeah.
he almost reminds me of like the business coaches that we hear that really believe in what they're doing. But the mom is, and the daughter too. But the mom sounds the most fake to me.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
along with the daughter, but he sounds like a business coach or whatever.
Yeah.
Those guys that you like to watch.
I love that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he sounds like to me.
I'm really excited for this. So, do you want to make them bigger?
Oh, that's
right.
right.
You want to like go through? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I've got a ton of them in here, so I won't linger on all of them. Mama
and so for the friends who weren't here in the last one, do you want to give like a really brief overview of what your Bling shed is?
Yes, this is it's a she shed, Bling shed kind of a thing. We turned it into a Bling shed because this is where I was going to have like a little store and sell out of and do my lives out of. I just loved this back wall. But anyway, so that's what I was doing here. My husband was putting it all together and getting the floor in for me and everything. So I was just taking all kinds of pictures, obviously, because I wanted to see the whole progression. And if I'm going too fast, let me know. But this can be, like I said, I've got a lot of pictures. So I was kind of taking all the stages because I really wanted to see it. I forgot why I took this corner, but it probably had to be because this corner was done now.
Okay.
Yeah, that must be it.
It's big.
It is. It's 14 by 30, I think.
Wow.
It's 30 long. And then he put in these solar lights for me. And then these 2 will be electric lights. But he has little things up there right now, but we're going to put in some electric lights. And just bright sunshine coming in, cleaning up, and the floor was done. Okay, so this is, can you turn it down just a little bit, sweetie?
Hello, I am going to take you through my house really quick before I start straightening up.
Okay, that was a video apparently. So yeah, this was all the paparazzi in my house. So
wow.
Yeah, that's what the video was because I was doing it in the kitchen, and I cannot recall all that's on here. But
Wow.
but yeah, this is all in the kitchen, and this was just underneath my counter. Yeah,
Okay.
that's too long to play. And then that's the
Yeah.
Bling shop I was bringing furniture in. Oh, and there's Buddy. This is in the kitchen. I was getting this all set up
So
for.
cute.
Hi there. I'm trying something new.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I was trying something new, and this was the picture I took with
So
him.
if you can you go back? I have a question. So meeting him, it was that like meeting a celebrity?
Then yes, at
Then
that time it was, because when I saw him in the crowd, I'm like, oh my gosh, I watch him. And then I went over there because I wanted to say hello and get a picture and all that. So yeah, this was before I knew anything.
of course.
But yeah,
Was
when
he
I saw
nice?
yeah, I guess he was okay. He wasn't. I think he was used to people coming up to him and wanting to do that. So overall, he was just kind of like, oh, okay, sure, let's do this, kind of a
Okay.
thing. Thank you, And then he was just on his way. So it was just and so that's how Misty was too. And to take pictures with her, she was the same way.
Okay.
So I was like, oh well, all right. So
And
this
then
is go ahead.
what's this?
This is the Empower Me Pink, the one that I took, that I did in January of,
Mhm.
what was it, 2020, 2021, whatever it was, when I was still in.
Okay.
So this is part of the things that they put on the slide of all these, what'd you call it? Like inspirational quotes and stuff like that to get you going.
Okay. And
and
was
then-
this a conference?
Yes, this was here in Dallas, and I forgot what arena it was in, but we were somewhere.
So from the
Oh.
leadership. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought that I thought that the words on the screen were going to be an inspirational saying, and it's like, no, it's just instructions.
Yeah, this is the
That's
inspirational.
inspiration, and then the other one's just instructions.
They were just showing you how to find the leadership worksheet in the resources section. So you fill this out, and then you tell them how you want to, where you want to go in the company, kind of a thing, and then it
Ooh.
shows your goals of what you're doing and stuff.
Be willing to learn.
Okay.
So if you've been a paparazzi for a long time,
Who was this guy? I can't
I
remember
think
which
we
one.
should do a video where we watch your videos.
Yeah, that's not a bad
cool.
idea at all. Because
Yeah.
there's some videos in here too.
Love
And
that.
what was it? Looking at the shed. Yeah, the possibilities. I know. And it is totally a relaxing space. Yeah, with the aromatherapy. And I even had that going in there when I was in there. I can't wait to get all the rest of the stuff out and get, just open it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, my little buddy. Eka Taylor sighting. Yes, for sure. Yes. Yeah,
Same.
definitely. They think they're actual celebrities. They do, because they get treated that way. That's why. He's got the crazy eyes. Yes, I agree there. But they are not famous outside the MLM. And that is the truth. Very much so. Yeah, we could watch some of these videos on their trainings. And this was Misty Kirby showing.
This is so cute, paired with a minimalist necklace, maybe a choker, something a little more dainty. Big statement
Yeah,
It's
she was
not
just showing.
cute.
necklace with this if you
No.
want. But this is one of those pieces that make
That was
That's
a
not
30
cute at
minute.
all.
necklace with
No. This is a 30-minute one to where she was going over all the different jewelry and how to sell it and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what all this is. That this was the new stuff coming in spring, and we were all excited, seeing the new spring stuff. And I tried to sell it. I sold none of it.
Really?
And I went outside in my yard, and I can't remember where I stuck those pictures. Those are probably on Facebook. But I put together a really nice. Our tree was short a little bit, so I was hanging some of the jewelry on the leaves and stuff and making it a really pretty nature look. And it came out really, really pretty. So I was doing that to try and sell the jewelry, because I was a spring, and I was like, look what grew on the trees, kind of a thing. That's the kind of vibe I was trying to give. Not a soul, nothing.
Oh, Monica asked what the piece is. So I'm assuming Monica means the piece on Misty's finger. It looks like a huge ass ring.
It's a huge ring. Yeah, it's a
It does
very
not
long.
look cute. She said it's cute, but I don't think it's cute.
Yeah, no, it was just a very long ring, and I never even got that one because it got ripped out of the cart. So this was the new spring stuff, and we had the opportunity to buy it before everyone else if we attended this. So we would have
Okay.
first dibs on it. I still lost it all because all the bigger ups like Taylor Kirby and all the other ones, they buy tons of everything. And the one lady that I watch, her name is Danielle Baker. When I was going to do a live, I was kind of watching how she set up her stuff and all that. And so then she started selling and whatnot. And then I was kind of looking at her, and I was like, wait a minute, how does she have that necklace that's not available yet. And I knew it wasn't available yet because that's what was coming. So I was like, how in the world? And that kind of like another, light bulb went up, and I'm like, really? Now, how did she get that? And then, higher up, same thing. It's like, how in the world are they getting the jewelry before it's even offered to us? So that's a bunch of baloney. Yeah, fear of missing out. Exactly. And we all had that for sure. Oh, you didn't even guess it was a ring. Yeah, it was a big ring.
Yeah.
So I'll go into the next picture. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Here we go. Okay, so she's going over all the basics, I guess. So here they were just showing how they
Genuine my ass.
yeah, that's how they
You just told us to give fake compliments and use a script.
Yeah, so they were just showing a text here of how you can be genuine. Yeah, you can't be genuine unless you're genuine. And then all of this whole acronym, it was like, what the crap is that? It says, Jeff, you've got to stop cramming your business down these people's throats and start getting to know them and their business. I don't even understand the purpose of this slide. They absolutely want you to cram it down people's throats. So I don't even know where that came from. And stop the sales pitch. Yeah, that can't stop because they teach you to do it. So that's deaf ears there.
It's a sales job though.
Right, exactly. So I don't know what she expected. This I can't even read.
Same.
So yeah, we can move on. That's another one to get you to do whatever. Stop the sales pitch and book parties. Yeah, that's not happening. Don't count yourself or your team out. When we are prepared, we have nothing to fear. Take charge. So they're just boosting us all up. And in the beginning, when what's her name, Misty, came out of this one, she kind of was surprising because she was telling everybody that attended, oh, you know what, you guys, we really shouldn't have to listen to you whining and crying over, she would say, whining and crying over not being able to get things, that they get ripped out of your cart and all that stuff. We have enough jewelry. And she's going on and on and on like that. And she's like, I don't want to hear this anymore. The people that are higher, the leaders and stuff, they don't get anything before you do. Everybody is treated the same. And it's not true, like I said, because these higher ups, I saw they had jewelry we didn't even see yet. So she was kind of like what's her face, the daughter was when she was telling her team off. That's exactly how Misty came out in this.
That's so rude. I'm putting on my sunglasses. My head's hurting.
Okay. Yeah, no, she was retail stores. Yes, exactly. Buying from the real small businesses. Yeah, and people who actually make the jewelry, the dupes of actual real products. Yes, I would agree with that. I've never thought of it that way, but that's absolutely true. Very much so.
Anne-Marie, it's reasonable too to be upset that you didn't get a good piece.
Exactly. Because
you're selling it. Like you want to get good stuff so you can sell it. And so my blur is cutting off part of my sunglasses. So it's reasonable to be disappointed and upset, in my opinion.
Yeah, because you would think it's in your card, and then when you go to check out, the thing spins and spins and spins, and they say you get it if it's in your cart, you're most likely going to get it because you're in the queue lineup or whatever. Yeah. And then when you check out, you're like, okay, I was buying today specifically for that piece, and now I got all this other stuff that I really, I kind of bought because I liked it, but this is the piece that was supposed to be the hot piece. So then you ended up with all this other stuff that you really, I could have waited another day or something like that, but. Do I have enough samples of scripts that they?
Do you have examples? Do you have examples of scripts? That's a great question.
You know what? I'll look because I probably do. I can't say I don't because I would have these things written down, or like I said, they would give you PDFs. I'll have to search for some of them. I definitely can do that. You ever heard of MLMs? They have scripts that they gave you. Oh yeah, they that's what they do. They went for all of them. They do. They have ways to help you do that.
And Julie, you think I need to update my logo with sunglasses?
That's cute.
I've been wearing sunglasses in my streams because my head keeps hurting.
Yeah. Oh, that would be really cute though. That'd be an update. It'd be cute to have a little picture there with that. When we are a parade, we have nothing to fear except the fact that no one wants to buy our stuff and we're set up to fail, of course. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, love that comment.
Correct. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll search for them because I've got everything saved. Okay, so
cool.
This is another video, and this is Trent Kirby. This is the husband of Misty, so he's Taylor Kirby's brother, the scary guy. And here they wanted to teach us to have a mentality like sports people, because they fight for, they don't give up, and they're very determined, and they're competitive and all of that stuff. They want you to, do what they do. Isn't Kobe Bryant dead? He's the one that died in the helicopter, right?
It doesn't
Okay,
matter
yeah.
how driven we are, too. It doesn't matter. None of this
No,
matters. I was
it
about to
doesn't.
swear, but you have a little kid with you, so I stopped myself.
Oh, your mommy swears.
Okay.
A little bit.
Champions enhance the game.
Yeah. So they were
Okay.
trying to do the whole sports thing, worry list versus bucket list. I don't know.
It's normal to worry. It's not normal to like fixate and like make yourself anxious with worry, but worrying is normal.
Yeah. Oh, so this was
Okay.
just pretty,
Yeah.
we'll get back to some of this, and I'll go a little bit fast. He had to cut this out because that's where the electrical plug was, so I couldn't reach the plug once he hung that up.
Okay.
This is for the air conditioner that he put in. So I put everything paparazzi in here. So here's some of the jewelry. This was a fashion fix set. So this was number 653, and they could either buy the whole set of all 4 pieces, or they could tell me that, they wanted 653, but they just want the stretchy bracelet and the earrings, that kind of a thing.
Did you pay for those numbers?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, we had to buy these. Oh yeah, we had to buy everything. So I got these off of Amazon.
Okay.
So they sell those for live shows, which is kind of cool.
Julie, thank you for liking my sunglasses.
Oh, that's the reason.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you're right. No prep in the world.
Right, Charlie?
Oh my goodness, for sure. Okay, there we go. Here. So that's all this was. These are fashion fix sets that I was trying to do a fashion fix thing with. These, oh my gosh. See, this I actually loved. So some of these blingy earrings like this, I wore earrings like that my entire life. I love stuff like that and always have.
What's that?
So that's my air conditioner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the air conditioner my husband put in. So here is one tray of them. I did the A to Z or A to B. It's just jewelry. Yes, your salesperson, It's not that deep. MLM loves to go deep into the woo-woo. Yes, they do, because they want to keep you inspired, as so they say.
So go back to the ring. Oh, can you just stay here for a sec? The only one that I would want is 12D.
12D. Oh, this is a real pretty one. It's copper. Like this one here. Yeah, these
I
two
like
are really
dainty.
dainty.
I like dainty little rings. I don't know if you can see my wedding rings. They're so small.
Oh, yeah,
I chose like the tiniest little rings.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never wear any of that stuff except for that little dainty ring.
The little tiny ring here, yeah.
It's cute. All of these rings are massive.
Yeah, and that's what they were mainly, all these giant rings. Really, really big. Some of them are even longer.
Wow.
Yeah, but you're not going to buy it every day. Exactly.
Yep.
That's exactly
Red
right.
Wing. You might buy it for like a nice night out with your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to keep buying that stuff.
Oh, this was stuff I had. This is just stuff that I had in my cart. So I bought 4 of this and 3 of this. And that's what this is. So this was $110 order. So one day I bought 3 in a day. Orders. That was just somebody who ordered. So here are the numbers. And I was doing a quick one here. So I was showing them underneath. So that was kind of like a flash sale. It was a video. So
Bye, Lori.
Oh, you have to go. I'm so okay.
Sorry, I wanted to say bye before Lori left.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Sorry for talking over you.
Oh gosh, no. I don't worry about that thing at all. This was out in the rain, and that really ticked me off when the person delivered it and they put it outside and it was raining. This jewelry can't get wet. It's cheap. So that really ticked me off. It really did. And this is another box that got all wet. I took a picture of these boxes on purpose just in case they were ruined. So that was why, because this really got soaked, this one.
Wow.
I was really mad about that. So these are all fashion fixes. So I did a fashion fix day.
Okay.
That's what that was. And then some of this is just regular, And so these are all just, jewelry pieces. I liked this one. Somebody must have asked to see this one. That's why I have that picture so close.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I don't know why I have these so close up. Maybe just to show them. People were asking. So that's what those are. Then I'll move on. Yeah, I'll move on to more. I'm just going to keep going really fast here because it's just the same old jewelry.
Do you have your pictures of your setup that you were showing me earlier? The whole shed? I liked that.
What if if I click on this, will it get small again? No.
Let's see.
Siri.
How do I do
It
that?
should. You should be able to exit. Maybe try the arrow in the top right, left. Sorry.
There we go. Oh, we were getting close to it. This is the kitchen.
Siri.
That's
Oh,
what
I
this
see
was.
that.
Yeah, that was my
Siri.
my bling operation. I guess you
Wow.
could say.
Coloring.
And then this I just took a picture of today to show you. This was what I was trying to do for the goals when I was explaining them. And this is the one that my sister said, now you just ruined $2 bills.
So
It
what
was
was this? Was this like for making your first 6 figures and then your first million?
Yeah, because they said we could do it within a year just selling product. So I was believing them when they, I was believing them. And that was just a big mistake. Why won't this come back? Where did it go? Oh, there we go. So that's what that is. And then I'll get toward the bling shed. So this is how I was setting it up. So I was
Charlie
having this.
said you had a nice setup.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I tried. It doesn't look like that today because it's really full, but I want to get it back to being all open and stuff like this again. Oops, no, I said this. Here we go. All right, let me go down further because I know you have to get going in about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So this
we can
is all-
just, you can finish showing the pictures you wanted to, and then,
Okay, I'll do that.
yeah, don't
So
rush.
this is the other side, and then I had this stuff set up, and then my dummy here to put necklaces on and stuff, and for bracelets and all that. Whoop, there it is. I was looking for my arrow, and then this is the other side. It's the same side but further back, and so this I was going to have with all children's jewelry in it, and then these are all ready to go to do a show. So that's what that was, and then
And
here,
did you buy your shelf for the bling shed, or did you already have it? Like the shelf?
Oh, we already had this. Yeah,
Okay.
this we brought home from our in-laws' house at Christmas, I don't know how many years ago. So we had that, and somebody gave us a counter. So this is an actual countertop from a store. So if we're in here, and this belonged to his parents too. So I didn't buy stuff like that. I had to buy craft tables though for the craft shows. So that I did have to buy.
What about a printer? Did you buy a printer for like
No.
mail things?
For a label, yes, I did. I have it here and I can still use it. But yes, I had to buy the printer for the label and the labels. So,
Okay.
All right, let me make this small again so I can find what I wanted to show. Okay, here we go. That's what I was saying. This is the one that my son was supposed to be doing
Yeah,
the makeup.
That's what I saw earlier.
It says find number 2. And then the dogs are sleeping here because they
Aw,
sat here with
puppy.
me all the time. Yeah. And then I was opening all the jewelry that you saw that I made that big picture of with the tall stack. So that's what I was doing. I was opening everything to get it ready.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what there it is. Okay.
Yes.
So this,
Go back to that big pile of boxes.
yes.
You want to? Oh, it's going to be. It's a video. So
It's a
you said.
it's a 5-second video because I did a advertisement for it, kind of a thing.
How do you make it?
But yeah, this is
Wow.
a bunch of boxes.
How do you make
Wow, that's a lot of boxes.
It is.
Wow.
Like that.
And then Lisa said, must have been great to have that much space. And
is.
then yeah, everyone said doggo.
Yeah, I could live in there. Oh yeah, my dogs. I love them. I miss my Chad though. Nice pooches. Aw, so sweet. But yeah, you could definitely live in here. This could be a tiny house, and I'd be fine with that.
I always lived in studio apartments, and so I always had tiny places, and so I could comfortably live in there probably.
Oh yeah, I've never lived in a tiny studio, but I would be happy to.
Yeah.
So this
Okay,
is all
this is
set up.
cute.
Yeah, this is all set up for my 12 at 12. I told you that earlier. So I would do at noon, I would do 12 pieces at noon while people were on lunch, and I would just do a little tiny show, and it would take like 20 minutes. So I would just show each of these, like this and this, each of the areas of what I've got. And I sold a few things doing that, just a few, not very many. So that's what these are
Was
set up.
that your idea? 12 at 12?
Yeah, it just kind of popped in my head. Other people might do it, I don't know, but yeah, I was like, hey, I could do 12 at 12. That sounds cute. So
Yeah,
that's why I did
like
it. Yeah, and see some of this blingy stuff. This is pretty for like New Year's if you wear it out, and if it gets lost on New Year's, you're not gonna, die over it because again, $5.
And what's
So-
the brown that are those rocks?
Yes,
That's
these
cool.
they're from Sedona. When I went to visit my daughter, we went up to Sedona and we were walking around there, and she had a backpack. I stuffed her backpack with rocks, and then I was carrying some because I told her I'll use this for my shows to take pictures. So it was pretty funny. She was, and she's not tall. She's 5 feet tall. She's a little one, and it was hilarious. Her and I were laughing so hard. My dad printed up fake stacks of hundreds. There you go. Printed hundreds of them. That's the ink. That's all I could think about is the ink. I don't know. I'm weird about the ink. I even yell at my husband, "Don't print in color." So
do you have any other pictures that we haven't shown yet that you wanted to before I have to peace out?
Just this jewelry, and then some that I took today. So this is all the jewelry that I was doing for the noon at noon.
I like how you took the pictures. I think it's really cute.
Thanks. Yeah, I tried. I really did.
Yeah.
I was doing my best, and I used all the different rocks, and these rocks look so nice doing it because they're natural. They came from Sedona.
It looks really cool, and you probably put a lot of effort into like setting up the jewelry on the rocks too.
Yes, because some of these necklaces didn't want to stay; they would fall off. So I had to just get it right and then leave it alone. So that was hard, but it was worth it.
Did it take a lot of time to do that?
To set it up, it took like an hour. To set up the 12 at 12. So I always had to start like by 10:30 so I could be for sure done by noon to do it. These bins are all full of jewelry. I only took a picture of the outside, which is down further. So this is all my jewelry. Let's see. Oh, and this is the background that I was going to start using, but I ended up changing it. But this was a background that I bought because I really liked it. I thought it was kind of pretty. Oh,
it is. Buddy. It's really cool. I like that. And you got a ring light too, which costs money.
Yeah, the ring light I bought right away because I needed it. And then here I'm still opening up all the jewelry here and throwing away all the plastic. I don't know what he's looking at. He probably sees a bird. So this was starting to get this all together to again do more shows. Where else? Oh, his butt. So I know he cracks me up. So this was.
I love that.
Yeah, this was still just another of getting ready. That's all. Let me go down further. Yeah. This was at the trade show. So I was all set up here really nice. This was getting ready to do a sale. They call it trade days. And so it's outside and everything here in McKinney.
That looks nice. It's a nice setup.
Yeah, thanks. This is the one I put on Facebook so that people knew I was there. Nobody came. Just so you know.
Sell stuff?
Yeah, I did sell stuff, but the people who were already shopping there, nobody came special just to get something because they knew I would go live. And my sister was with me, so she was helping me. And we were getting all of this stuff set up. Again, we changed it all the time to set up for trade.
Henry, what's the little picture you have on the left?
This one?
Sorry. The one you just clicked on, you have a little framed picture on the left of your table.
It says, "This is my happy place." I have that up in the Bling shed. I had that when I on one of the pictures. You just didn't see it with the jewelry.
Okay.
It was up on one of the tables in there. But I was like, "This is my happy place." So
that's
here
cute.
We go.
You like that?
So, yes, we were just doing the shows there. See, here it is on the table. This is my happy place.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
So,
that looks really nice. It's really aesthetically pleasing.
Good. Yeah, and people came and shopped. This is when I was doing the outside stuff with the lady who was going to the community the senior communities. So that's where these places were because I wanted to take pictures of my setup. So, and I even had sequin fabric. The pink is sequins. I love sequins. Like I said, I love shiny. I really do. And so that's what these were from the shows. This little lady was so cute. And I took pictures of some of the little ladies because they were just so adorable. And then here I ended up being by myself at this place, which was I didn't sell a thing at this place. So I had this all set up really pretty. And then I had another table. This was all children's stuff. And then this was my setup here at this place. So, and I sat there all day by myself. People were walking by that were living there and stuff, but nobody bought anything. And these ladies, they were so sweet. Aww. And that's what makes me feel so bad. The older people there are so sweet, very sweet. And they'll buy like one or two things like for a grandchild or something like that. Aww. So these were just my setups. Yeah. And then I don't know what he's doing there. And this one. Okay. So we're past all those of the Bling. And is this more today? I think so. Okay. This must be the ones I did today. Yes. Okay. So here's my happy place again. But okay, so this table, this is in the Bling shed, and I've got my camera thing here. So these are all jewelry that needs to be sold, and I was trying to get those, into the shows. This side here, this is just one little box, but I have jewelry under here, under the table, on top of the table, and behind this headboard that's
Oh,
gonna get
wow.
out of there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this doesn't belong in here. I just put it in here. And so, yeah, see, all the jewelry is in here, and all of these bins are full of jewelry, the black ones. And then this is the other side. So I've got jewelry in all these cups, and in here, these are all full. Everything here is full of jewelry. And then this is where I was doing a show in here because I was trying to keep everything together. So this was one of the things I was using to do a show in. And then here's, more jewelry, and there's more behind here. Yeah, this is all taken today because
Wow.
I just have a ton of jewelry that I need to do something with. And yeah, this whole board of earrings, I don't even know how many earrings are on there. And that's just an inkling of the earrings I have.
I just
So
keep saying wow. It's so much.
Yeah, this is the Z collection stuff, and this is for decoration. But yeah, this I had all full of children's stuff, and I needed to take down a bunch of kids stuff for a sale, so I took down all of these little white bins, and I was using, I was pulling stuff out. And then there's jewelry here, there's jewelry on this ladder, there's jewelry in the box, this box, and behind this box, I have another one of like the avocado things, or the grape containers. And then this I was using for my show as well. So yeah, and this is the corner that's got nothing. This is all jewelry too. Oh, I know why I took it all down. Here they are, because I was donating a bunch of kids stuff to the teacher that I told you about. She
Okay.
needed some prizes for her treasure box. So I got a bunch of kids stuff out for her to give to the kids as a prize. And I think that was my last picture on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got to the end.
we got to the end. I tried to go
Wow.
as fast as I could.
You did great. And there
Oh,
was a nice comment. PH Actress said, "You put such creativity and work into everything, yet they say that Huns don't succeed because they don't work hard."
Yeah, and that's a lie when they say that, and that just makes you so mad because you're like, what else can I do? You want my blood. I mean, I really have nothing left to give.
Exactly.
Yes, she would. Exactly. Emily Jones would definitely call that my wall of debt. That's what she calls it when she sees people's walls.
Really?
And I have way too much merchandise. Yes, more than I can
Wow.
sell. Yeah, and that's right. Exactly. They tell us buy every day because, this is new, that's new. And so that's why I was saying I'm probably going to put together little lots of things and then just try to do them on Whatnot or something and just sell them as craft pieces, because people use, jewelry for, little crafts that they make, and, and it's nobody's going to wear it, because that's the other part that bothers me too, because I know now that there's lead, and I mean, it's probably not a whole lot, but it's enough to where somebody could really break out,
They
if
could
they
get
have
sick. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't even feel good about selling the jewelry to people, because I don't want anything to happen.
Yeah.
'Cause I'll be in trouble. So yeah, so that's everything. That's my whole
Yay.
mindset, and
I'm
it's
so glad we got to see that. That was really fun.
oh good. Yeah, it's a
I
mess.
love that. That was so good.
Good.
Yay.
Yeah.
Do you want to put it for the two of us?
Oh yeah, I guess we're done there. Where are we?
Yay.
There we are. That's
The
it.
part I liked the most is the manifestation. You're $100,000 by this point, and then you're $1 million by this point, because they all say that. They all say to write your goal down, because then it will come true. And so it's cool to see. Well, not cool.
I know what you mean.
Interesting to see that, because we hear that in like every single MLM training
Right.
ever.
And I made one that was visual, but then also I had, on paper, you make your goals and things that you want to sell and stuff like that. So I had it on paper too, but that was the one that I needed to visually see, because they tell you to, make the date of when you want something, so you work harder for it. Well, I couldn't have worked any harder, I guess,
Of
really.
course.
So there's that. So that's what
That
I
was
did.
awesome. I love that. Thank you for showing.
Of course.
Yay.
I'm an open book. I don't care. Ask
I love
away.
that. And let's think about what MLM we want to do next. If we want to do more paparazzi, would you want to do Amway with me?
Oh, I'll do Amway with you. I never sold it, but I would be happy to do it.
Like, I could find a video we could react to.
Okay. No, that would be totally fun.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
really
we could do
think
more.
so.
We could do more paparazzi, and then I can find us a random Amway video. And Charlie said, I'm always up for a paparazzi video.
Yeah. And then the ones of the trainings that I do have, we can do those later
We need
as
to
well.
do that too.
Oh yeah, I have a ton of stuff.
And
that I
Julie said,
can-
thanks to you both.
Oh, thank you. You're so welcome.
That's so nice.
Yes.
Thank you for being here, guys. This was so
Yes.
fun.
I'm so happy everybody came. That was so nice.
I love having people. Like, my goal is to literally have a person. So anytime I have a person, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that looks like thousands of dollars. Yeah, about 30,000 wholesale.
Wow.
In there. And that makes me sick. And that's only one MLM. You know, I try not to think back because you get depressed. So I try not to think back of all the crap that I did try to do all of these years and thinking, how many rental properties could we have owned, you know, at this point, or a B&B, Airbnb kind of a place now, or a bed and breakfast. We could have done so much more. Real estate is probably the most logical thing to invest, and then you can sell it later or rent it out. So yeah, I'm bummed about that, but I can't change it, obviously, but it's never going to happen again. No. Oh, really?
Yeah,
you're welcome. Thank you, Red Wing.
Thanks, Charlie. Yay.
Thanks. Yay. Yeah, you can send suggestions to us too, of whatever you want. We're on my channel. You can, whatever you want. Yeah, we can.
Yes.
I'm sure I can find something, but yeah, we can do Amway next bike for sure. That would be so fun. I know that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll listen to some videos while I'm working, and I'll like send you some links. And yeah, let's figure out Amway. Yeah, Amway. So do you remember how to end the stream?
I think so. I got to hit end stream, and then we'll be in, and then leave studio after we're done.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll get the hang of this. Oh, but yeah, we are getting the word out. That's absolutely true.
Exactly.
Thanks. Oh, you have dinner to go.
Bye, Lisa.
Oh, bye, Lisa. Thank you for coming. Okay, well, I guess we'll end it then. So everyone,
someone can go eat dinner and stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, my husband, I guess I'm lucky I'm not divorced, honestly. When you think about it, you know, all these years, because he's been with me through almost all of them. But there you go. So good night, everybody. I will end, I promise, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.